Action. Hello, everyone. This is Jonathon Moline here, and welcome to another episode of Jonathon Moline Interviews. And today's guest, we got Ponyta, the creative
Uh,
madman.
the creative madness of Shimmer Studios, I would say
Mm-hmm.
myself. Oh man.
So, thank you for coming down to the show today.
No, it's fine, man. Definitely, especially like with my side of things, a lot of productions going on with a lot of creative stuff hitting the fan. 3.5 is getting worked on. Chapter 5 of my friend's series, Dragon King, is working. So we're constantly pushing out content.
That's good. So, yeah, I've seen some of this Dragon King stuff that you and Rob are doing on. Can you care to talk about it on your point of view, if you're allowed to?
Oh yes. Some of the stuff that we're working on, it's mainly a fan project. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does involve certain elements that would involve tension, some sorts of like different villainies coming out. But I mean, like for 3.5, it's a bonus chapter. I want people to understand it's a bonus chapter. It's not technically in the same realm as what's going on in chapter 5, but 3.5 is a bonus side of what you didn't see. It's a portion of a story that probably wouldn't have been conceived if I didn't step in, but I mean, like, I can't take all the credit. I mean, he's done so much work, Rob. I mean, like, I can't give him enough credit. He basically kind of turned my world upside down, but at the same time, he helped me build things that I didn't even think about. I mean, like, I'll be honest, without him, I wouldn't even be where I'm at now, sitting on 110 subscribers. I'm like, holy crap, I didn't expect that. Like, one person changes your life in a matter of seconds. I'm like, dang. All right.
That's pretty awesome, man. It's always good to have those inspirational people in your life that could change everything you want to do and inspire you to become the better YouTuber content creator you are.
I mean, it's also the collaboration side of things. I mean, I've seen a lot of great collaborators working together, creating different content, and this type of collaboration, we just both had the same like ideology of like how we can write a story, but sometimes there's like different clashing differences. 3.5 is kind of like that, like Clash of the Titans kind of thing, different editing styles, different like storytelling elements, certain tensions, as I like to say. Um,
Evil,
but
sinister smile you got going on there.
Oh yeah, because there's more to come. I mean, chapter 5 we're working on for, well, not chapter 5, part 5 for both chapter 5 and 3.5 are about to be worked on. Mainly I still got to work on the editing for that, but the voice acting stuff, I mean, I'm not done with. I mean, definitely. The story section of it, I mean, yeah, we had to build like a 289 page script for 3.5, and we like Rob never worked with a script, so it's kind of out of his comfort zone, but at the same time I'm kind of like helping him out expand his universe in some way, but at the same time offering a little bit of insight of my creativity, just to
Nice.
change the story, like sometimes change the story elements, different like perspectives of certain situations. Part 1 was kind of like that, like you saw like the side, like I will almost say like the audience side, like someone that's not familiar with Dragon Ball Z, any of the anime that's been out over the past few years. So it's kind of nice like to see like if anyone's not into it, like kind of like standing in that like space and looking at this and going, why the heck are we watching
Yeah.
this? Where's the real action? Where's like the fists clashing? I mean,
Dragon
what's
Ball
going on?
Z is the shit.
Oh yeah, I'll agree. I mean, like back in its heyday, I mean, yeah, I'll agree with that. My brother was into it a lot. I mean, heck, I was into some of the stuff that was going on with anime. I mean, hey, everyone's
Hmm.
got their own like guilty pleasure, I guess.
What's yours?
Oh god, I used to get into Pokemon. I used to get into Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to get into Reign the Conqueror, which was a nice anime. Attack on Titan was pretty good.
Nice.
Freaking, I want to get into Cowboy Bebop. I've seen a few episodes of those. Those are actually pretty good. I've seen Lupin the Third and Yuyasha. I mean, I'm practically like if any anime I've heard of, I've probably seen it. I mean, some of the weirder stuff I've seen. And recently I've been getting into Beastars, and that one's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's newer. Heard about that on Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's actually pretty good. I will say the story is it's based on every anime's based off the manga, which is nice because it kind of carries over to the next adaptation, and I kind of like that idea.
Cool.
Hmm.
So you're mentioning about storytelling and stuff like that for this dragon story. Now, how long have you and Rob been working on this awesome collaboration project?
We actually started back in 2019, actually, for 3.5. I usually never said this to Rob, but I think when I develop stories, I think I familiarized myself with the Trey Parker and Matt Stone style of the
Nice.
therefore and but. So like for 3.5, I guess I kind of like went for the all right, you have this new character that's coming into the castle. Therefore, he must be working for the Royal Guard, but ends up with the Lunar Guard. Therefore, he has to work with the new command. But he runs into Smite Storm, his character. They get into a few run-ins, like what happened in part one, what happened in part four. I mean, that was the most recent thing that's happened, the recent run-in. And breaking down some of the story, I mean, like it's
Yes.
sometimes based off of George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones a little bit
I
because
love that.
I love that show too. Sadly, season 8 wasn't my best, and I've already
Mm.
explained how they should have changed the ending to that.
Yes, I perfectly agree.
Yeah, but I like the idea of tension, how everything starts with a conversation between two different characters. So the conversation between my OC and Rob's OC, it's almost like almost fighting brothers in some way. We're clashing almost in different ways, or fighting different ways. The recent fight I edited, it was like insanely like fun. Like I enjoyed editing each section of the punch, the kick, everything, like making sure the dialogue is even to the story, and some music cues even too. I mean, like a lot of the music cues I've used are basically for the tension and story. So I love using like music and even certain like languages to like kind of express like the story and tension between two characters.
That's awesome. That's awesome because when you have a good story and tension, all the drama and everything, you really feel for these characters.
Mm-hmm.
It builds up, inside, and you want to write a good character. That's the part about good storytelling is writing good characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I like your stories, your videos so much. And as a storyteller myself, I can perfectly see where you're going with this, and I hope you two continue working on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, when I first started watching a series, I kind of got back into that Dragon Ball Z kind of vibe. Like, okay, it's basically his character fighting a bigger power of evil, and like, he's using his power. So, like, I basically put myself in the thought, like, all right, what would happen if another character just stepped in, kind of like almost like kind of change the rules a little bit, like
Yeah.
trying to like shake up the world a little bit. So, I guess that's gonna be working out pretty soon. I mean, we still got part five. A lot of good things are coming out in part five.
Nice.
Part
Looking forward
five
to
is
seeing it.
Oh yeah, part five is definitely my character's heyday, but also there's gonna be another character involved. I'm not telling him who he is, but he will be a major player in the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't have the voice modulation for it because that's gonna be a difficult problem.
Yeah. Voice acting.
Oh yeah. Bad news. Sadly, I had to switch out my clownfish for another voice modulator, but I've got to still work with that. So, but it doesn't matter because any voice that you do will correlate to anything else. So in some ways, this is a preview of what you're getting. You never know who I am. I'm in the shadows most of the time, but hey, I'll be around when I see you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gave a little preview, but hey, I mean, that's natural in some way, like how to like kind of like manipulate your own like voices like that.
Exactly. That's the part about voice acting and acting in general. That's part of the fun of it because especially when you improv, when you don't got a script, you're just standing right there in front of everyone. They're like those stand-up comedians. When you voice act, you just boom. You could argue with yourself back and forth between characters. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I will say recently during Chapter Five's production, I had to improv some of the lines, which is
really?
one thing. Yeah, because part one, part four, I had to improv most of the lines because
Nice.
yeah, it's the first time actually doing it. I'm like, all right, this should be fun because I've like had to look at the screenshot. And I'll give you the little bit of the behind the scenes process of how we have to do voice acting. We literally have the screenshot and then we have our voice that we have to like think of the lines. It's basically like what can your brain come up with? It's all in the mind. You had to
Mm-hmm.
see the shot, think of the conversation that's
Mm-hmm.
going on, and basically translate that into words. It's basically like reading what the character's body language is, reading what's going on, translate that in your head, and then let it come out into voice. So
Exactly.
it's really fun. I mean, part 5 is gonna definitely be my improv moments because I'm gonna have to learn from the screenshots what I
Mm-hmm.
need to say and then translate it to voice.
Yeah, see, with the story I'm going to be working on with my crew,
Mhm,
for Vision Wave Media, that
mhm.
this is going to be my biggest fan project ever that I'm ever working on, passion project of mine, and I'm be so looking forward to showing you guys a taste of it once it comes out, because I've been working on this for several years, so I know exactly where you're coming from when it comes to improv and creating new characters. You got to feel you got to feel their emotions, and you got to
Mhm.
feel what they have inside. So when you're like, when you don't, for some characters you can make your voice sound super deep, but if you want to give that little extra oomph, a voice
Mhm.
changer can be need to be required for effects.
Oh yeah.
like like for saying, like you're like, oh, how sweet is it, so when I destroy you like this, it's going to be master plan.
uh,
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes a lot of people could see me like that, but I doubt it because I love to keep questioning. I love people questioning like my antics. I love it. I mean, I that's kind of the side I usually project. I don't want people to see my hand. I want to keep it close to my chest and let people figure it out.
that's the thing. When each actor or actress, voice,
Hmm.
they have his or her own style when it comes
Hmm.
to voice acting or acting in general. And that's the thing, is when you, and my favorite part, if you're doing a dub or a comic dub or anything like that, and you get a character that's never had a voice in the actual show, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
you're the one that's going to be giving this character its very first voice. That's really fun, because then you're like, I have total freedom, but then you got to think, what's this character's personality? Because their personality is going to show by you looking at this character. So then you think, okay, I got to find a personality that's going to fit that character.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely in future projects too. There are gonna be a lot of characters that like we literally looked at the original story and we say, okay, what if we could do one better? I mean, like in the future, I'm going to spoil this. Tempest and Thorax, they are going to be involved in this future project I'm going to be planning on working on soon in the future, and we've already projected them in chapter five's like story, and it's nice to kind of see new characters. And it's, I mean, like we had to work that out. So a lot of people are questioning, wait a minute, what are these two characters doing in here? That means now I have to pick up the pieces and answer those questions that people are going to have. So yeah, this the next project I'm going to be working on after we're done with the Dragon King stuff. I'm gonna literally just like take my time and literally like try to project out these questions that people have. Where the hell has my character been? Who are these two characters that we're seeing? And probably even more, what's this imminent threat that's going to be coming to the land in general? Because that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people are getting at when my character's in the view, because I'm projecting out there's a bigger threat than just what is already projected on the screen for Rob's side. I want people to know there's a bigger threat coming. And to a quote on old friend Ned Stark, winter is coming. Uh,
Nice.
I love that line so many times. I need to buy like certain Game of Thrones items just to project over there, kind of
Yeah.
play my cards right.
Just surround your room full of Game of Thrones items, and then it'd be cool if you could have your own like show, Dragon King thing, posters of everything with you and Rob done around your room. Imagine having your own custom art
Oh
from your thing.
yeah, that'd be
Maybe you
nice.
should
I
talk to
mean,
Torben about that. Maybe he can hook you up.
yeah, yeah, maybe we'll see. Who knows? I could talk to him, see what happens, but then again, that'd be like something Rob and I would have to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like we both don't want to focus on the series all the time. We have other things that we have to do, other lively things we gotta take care of. But
Yes.
the show's gonna be a priority in its own sense. But everything else, a lot of people have been requesting for the like. That's the thing of YouTubers nowadays. Like, and when you start doing a project that's like so heavy, you want that people at request more. This is my ideology of it. We will get it done when we get it done. Be patient. I know that the content's great, but for God's sake, like, we can only do what we can now
Mm-hmm.
to project the final product. If we rush it, it's going to be a total disaster. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing this recent part of chapter 5, we have to do it in sections because when we
Yeah.
edit the entire thing, it strains the editor for Rob's end. It's like, yeah, we gotta work this in sections before we start destroying the editor. And we don't want that to happen during production.
See, the thing is, all YouTubers nowadays have an editor. They always have someone that helps them edit their projects. Back in the day, the YouTuber on their channel would do everything themselves. But now, as you get bigger, it becomes more and more harder on you to get these projects out. So it's good to have somebody help you out every now and then.
Yeah, but even then, I like the idea of independent filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the guy that likes to like always rely on a crew. I want to be able to understand and like read what's being projected, because it's easy to have people like do it, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, yes, it's hard, but at the same time you feel more rewarding when you edit on your own, do the voicing on your own. It's more rewarding that way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but then there's some things that some people have a struggle that they can't do themselves. Then it's good to have an editor to help you out with some of the stuff you can't do.
That's true.
Like special effects.
Oh, sorry about those, because like there's points. Oh Lord, there's been times I thought my editor would work with different special effects when editing during post processing, but even then you have to rely on PNGs sometimes to help you project what's going on, and it's added post production, but at the same time it still works. You get to understand the effect of what's going on. So even though like I'm not using the full capabilities of my editor, it still works. Sure, there's limitations to my editor, but at the same time, I work through those editors and find a loophole. So, I mean, it's always fun.
That's great. I'm glad that you're having fun working on this series, man.
Oh yeah.
Because I've known you for quite a few years now, and you're always creative. You always have unique styles, unique ideas to throw on the table. You have a good sense of humor. Yeah. To let you know, everyone, I've had Ponyta do videos with me in the past. Well, mainly gaming videos, but we haven't really had a chance to really do a serious voice acting collaboration yet.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting, fun, jolly when we get down to it.
Yeah. So, now, since we're talking about our own independent studios here, like, mine with Vision Wave Media, yours with Shimmer Studios, how'd that start up?
I mean, like, the channel, originally I really didn't get involved with YouTube. I usually just made the account and just like watch videos, because you have to find a way to get through the 17 restriction. But like even then, like the idea of being a part of YouTube, it was like, okay, let's just start making videos for fun, see where it goes. I started with the video games, and I did some gameplay of like different games, Bendy and the Ink Machine,
I remember
Team
that.
Fortress, a little bit, yeah. Overwatch was like kind of the first game video I did. It was fun. Yeah, anything I could find that was fun to play and then record it, I just did it. And then when the whole, I don't know, I guess it was to the point when Real Talk had to come along, then I had to like literally project my feelings and thoughts on certain things. Most definitely, it's trying to find the balance between all the happy stuff and then the serious stuff. I mean, it's sometimes a balance of light and dark. So I'm doing whatever I can to make Shimmer Studios more of a variety instead of it being bogged down on one thing.
See, I feel you on that. My channel, when I created it back in the earlier days, 2009 to 10, I originally was going to create my channel as a variety channel too. Like, I was going to do, like, some nights I would do movie reviews, some nights I would do vlogs and other videos. And then as I got better gear, as the years went on, I would experiment more into better content. But the earlier days of YouTube, like, you can get subscribers, like, right away as soon as you create your channel and put out a video.
Oh, yeah.
And trust me, it was a lot more... Actually, it was a lot of fun back then.
It was. I mean, I'll agree.
No one really gave a damn what you uploaded back then.
Oh yeah, because back then it was like anything you upload, it was gonna be golden.
That's
But with the game
why,
constantly
yeah,
changing, the algorithm
yeah.
constantly changing, companies are getting involved, copyrights becoming a thing. It's gotten harder now, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, like I don't like the ideology of what's being presented. I like going back to the old-fashioned way instead of
Mm-hmm.
constantly conforming to this new wave of crap. And it's like,
Mm.
I don't do this for money. I mean, for God's sakes, why would I? Who would need the money anyway? I'd rather do it for fun and not give a damn who, like, what kind of like problems there are. I mean, like, it's just independent filmmaking as it is. So
Yeah. See, I've always had the passion for independent filmmaking. All my entire life when I was a teenager, I've had a video camera. I filmed so many videos, so many good shit. Just YouTube wasn't invented until I was like 15 years old, and I wish I got into the game when it first came out, because then it would have been more known then. But it's just like I got into it when I was in my last year of high school. When I was 19 years old, I created my channel, and it's more like my first year of YouTube. My videos went all corrupt, my audio went corrupt, it was a failure,
oh yeah,
it sucked. So then I
oh
came
yeah,
back in 2010 with my buddy doing that parkour video. He inspired me to start making videos again. So when I
yeah.
was 20 years old, I started doing it, but I was nervous. All I did was not many videos back then, but as soon as I turned like 23, that's when I decided to put more. As I got older, I put more passion into doing videos online.
Hmm.
So, yeah. But with you, I totally understand what you said. YouTube back in the day was about having fun, uploading your content. People will enjoy watching what you want. Like, making money is one thing, but then hold on, gotta put you on mute for a sec. Him.
Oh.
And I,
Perfect outtake and intake. Gotta love it. uh, good Lord.
he's doing his famous humming.
Oh, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle of the intake.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
This is what happens in my videos, folks. Expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah, that's true. Even in voice acting, always expecting unexpected. I mean, like,
I know, right?
oh yeah, because I've had outtakes during like different portions of like voice acting. It's like, like we're having fun doing it. I mean, even if we did get an outtake, I mean, it's still funny.
Yeah, it's like when I hear funny stuff happen in the background, I'm like, cut. But then I'm like, I'm keeping that as for the blooper reel.
Oh yeah.
The blooper reels I love when you have like blooper reels on videos, because it's kind of more like it makes you realize, okay, this VA is not so perfect. Then they mess up like everybody else does, and you get to hear what they say. Crap.
Yeah.
Do you like blooper
Oh,
reels?
oh yeah, I do. I mean, like I've heard a lot of different blooper reels. I've seen a lot of outtakes. They're always the funniest. They used to do them in movies. They used to show the outtakes at the end of the credits. So it's like I was kind of like used to that kind of idea that there's outtakes in movies. So I enjoyed them.
Yep. Mm. Okay. Continue. Anyways, I had to put you on mute there because his humming was at the loudest, and he opened the laundry room door.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
But it was making me laugh. That's another reason why I had to put you on mute.
It's fine.
All right. Now, so I have some other questions. Do you
Alright.
think you're gonna stay in the MLP community making projects for it and everything like that?
Hell fucking yes. I mean, like, it's not gonna die, people, for God's sakes. I mean, it's growing and growing. Yeah, we've had some stumbles, but you know what? It's not gonna fucking change, for God's sakes. And, like, everyone that keeps saying they're leaving the fandom, alright, great. I mean, like, it's gonna keep rolling around. Like, generations are gonna change. Different people are gonna have different perspectives. I mean, for God's sakes, it's people's opinions. Everyone's got an entitlement to their own opinion, and I'm staying for the better.
We have a brony here. We have a brony, folks. We have a brony
Deal
here.
with it, fuckers.
it's
uh,
it's all right. It's all right, homie. It's all right.
yeah, all good. All is love and fair in the bro hoof. So.
Yeah. I've been in it for like 2013, so I was 23 when I first joined this community.
You kind of joined the same time I joined, actually, when I was getting out of high school. So
I was so young.
I was actually starting off college and starting to get into it. So.
Oh my god, look at us now, Ponyta.
Oh yeah, we're getting old, but you know what? At the same time, we're still sticking with it.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I'm 30, but I don't feel old. Like, I don't feel that at all. I just feel like, you know, it's just another number. It doesn't bother me at all. As long as you feel happy and keep yourself motivated, you'll actually feel good for your age.
I know. Heck, I'm about to be 25, and I'm like already thinking about, okay, I've got to build something out of my life. I mean, I gotta like look for something. So it's kind of been like an uphill battle sometimes during the 20s.
I was 25 when I met you.
Oh yeah. What was that, like 2016, 2015 or something?
2015.
Oh yeah.
That's when I had my bad back injury. I met you then when I was recovering from it.
Yeah, I think so.
The spinal injury.
Yeah, but I'm also trying to think like when I actually like got into the group and stuff, because back then I think I remember I was just in like different groups and different like ideas. Then I was brought in by someone else.
I met you before you joined the group in a private call with another friend.
Oh yeah, I think that might have been happening. So
yeah. That's a long time ago. It's hard to remember.
That was a lot. Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is, what I have to tell the people that are still part of the fandom and out there, it's just, you still have fun, enjoy it, and if you want to move on, that's your choice.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
It's just have fun. That's all that matters. And here's the thing: be creative. Create something out of your own for the fandom.
Yes,
be original.
Creative. Like, do something that no one else have ever done before. I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, like, it's not that hard to put your mind on something and then build it.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be perfect for, like, go out there and do it, man.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about Fallout Equestria, in your opinion?
Okay, I've kind of subjected myself a little bit in Fallout Equestria, but I kind of consider it as its own thing. It's based off the games, I understand that, but it's kind of its own story. I mean, I do give it credit for what it's done, and I kind of wish they did more of it, but I mean, like, the only thing that I think a lot of people know of is just the books, and I wish they did more with, like, actual dubs. I mean, there was only, like, 3 or 4 chapters. Yeah.
Maybe
comics, dubs, radio dubs. I mean, I wish they did more of it. I used to see a video game of it, and I thought, all right, this is going to go places, and it kind of, like, phased out a little bit. I'm like, I wonder where it went to.
I think they're still trying to do some stuff with it. At least animate the first book. I think they're trying to do something with that.
That would be nice. I mean, like, seeing an animation of the first book and kind of bring back the people that made it. So
yeah, like I remember like the spin-off, the first spin-off, which was Blackjack storyline. That one was my favorite. New Horizon. They're making a sequel to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that part of the community because it's gaming. Actually, Fallout Equestria is actually what kept me in the MLP community, and it actually got me to play the Fallout games.
Oh, nice.
I like 3 and 4 and New Vegas.
Oh yeah, 3 was always fun when I played it.
Yeah. I performed my best sniper kill ever in that game, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking of gaming, we both have this in common. What's your favorite?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite games? And tell me, what do you think of new video games that are coming out?
I mean, you like recently the recent game that I've played was Valorant. And that's still a young shooter. It's a very young one, and it's kind of a mix of Overwatch and Counter-Strike Go, and it's kind of nice to see games like that where it tries to blend two different elements together, but at the same time, it's still very young. It's still very young. It's still trying to get on its feet with things. I like kind of that like team-based action. But then you have to look back at the classics. I mean, I started getting back into Quake Live, and that's like the pinnacle of like first-person shooters, other than Doom. But like for a multiplayer standpoint, yeah, people go back to Quake a lot and say, you know what, we need more games like this.
Doom, Doom Eternal this year was so kick-ass.
I haven't gotten myself into the Doom games. I've played like one of the classic ones. I kind of played a little bit of the classic Dooms, but I haven't seen any of the recent ones lately. I think other than that, I started getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of a few friends. I started playing Legacy of the Duelist. There's another video that's going to be coming out soon. I already made one, and oh man, entering Battle City with the Seekers. Oh my god.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I cannot tell you how many times I was like, are you bloody kidding me right now? With this person and his deck full of nothing but Exodia cards. I'm like, dude, what are the fucking chances of like having this happen right when you're close to like the damn life points going down? So it's like, it's rage inducing, but at the same time, it's fun.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember the show when that first came out too. That was really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember it. I kind of gotten back into it. I watched the entire series for the first time in a long time. Found it good. Now I'm in GX, and I'm like, all right, let's see what this is about. So I'm kind of slowly but surely like entering myself into the Yu-Gi-Oh game again. But I mean, it's only just been like the games that have been online, and then the anime. Like I'm starting to slowly like get myself back into the childhood stuff.
Cool. Anime, games, videos, they're all that cool. They're really fun.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear? But I'm still looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I didn't hear much about it in a while because, you know, like I only heard it like a few times from a few people, one of them being you. So, I mean, like, it sounds like an amazing game. I mean, like, I guess in some way it's kind of got that Grand Theft Auto vibe, but it takes place in the future, so I like what they're going for it.
I bet you somebody's gonna do a crossover of it.
I mean, like, GTA kind of started a little bit of that form of crossover with some of the future tech stuff, but even then, it's like, you know, someone's gonna do it on its own, and Cyberpunk kind of beat them to it, so.
Yeah. I can't believe GTA Online is still going on. Like, that came out in 2013.
I mean, it's gotten. I mean, like people update it a lot. I mean, like it's the same with Red Dead Online. It's like Rockstar's been updating most of their online servers, and that's usually been the fun of it. As long as you keep the content flowing and keep a steady flow of it, then it becomes good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh well, we've been recording for a long time here, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is not the longest recording I've done actually, so.
Same.
Yeah.
The longest one was a podcast I did. It was almost 8 hours long.
Oh yeah. And I remember staying up like a few times talking with you.
You were in that one.
No, I remember being in one that was longer. We were almost up to like 4 or 5 a.m. actually.
Oh god, that one. I was not recording that one.
You were not recording that one, but still the conversation was funny. We were trying to end the conversation, but we couldn't, and it was like absolutely the
I know.
pits.
You and me just kept coming up with ideas to talk about. I was like slapping myself. I'm like, why can't I go to bed?
Oh my god.
And you wanted to kill me. I saw you were about to rip all your hair out.
Oh god, no! Back then I didn't have this much hair, so I was like.
No, you had a buzz cut then.
Oh yeah, I had buzz cuts were a thing back then, but for now it's long hair and.
It looks good on you, the long hair. You suit it.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
I remember you hated the buzz cut.
Oh god, I hated those buzz cuts. They were never fun. It kept no.
Like when I first met this guy, he had a buzz cut and he had just a goatee. Then he didn't have like long hair and a full beard.
Nah, I didn't have a goatee. I usually had like a scruff, and that was it. I didn't have the goatee. I kind of just like had the scruff, and sometimes I shave it off. So yeah, it's been fun.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
That call would never. We stayed up to was it till 5 in the morning? We finally went to
Yeah, I
bed.
think I remember it was like almost 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, how are we not going to bed yet?
And then you had to work the next day too, which made it even worse.
Oh my god, I fucking hated that day. I was like, I had to like literally like wake myself up and be like, all right, I gotta get going. Oh, that was not fun.
At the end of that call, you only felt like you were only gonna get like what was it, like 1 hour of sleep.
Oh my god.
You almost didn't feel like sleeping at all. You were like at the point where you're like, you know what? I might as well just get my stuff ready for work and leave.
Yeah, that's kind of the mentality I had. I'm like, you know, I've stayed up longer. I've stayed up for 24 hours and did things. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just go through work.
Last month, that actually what happened to me. I tried to go to bed, but then I wound up moving around all night.
Oh, yeah.
And then at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, I just gave up and just had a shower and just went on with the rest of my day and went to Tim Hortons and like literally had a coffee and yeah.
Oh yeah.
I took Tylenol obviously because I didn't want to get a migraine.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
It happens.
Oh yeah, it definitely happens.
Round 2.
No, it's more like a round 3 right there.
Oh yeah. Round 3, or actually 4. No, yeah, 4.
Make up your mind, man.
Round 4. Yeah, man. This was cool. Like, this interview was cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man.
Did you have fun?
Definitely, I had fun with it.
Is there any last things you want to talk about before I end this recording?
I mean, the future's much brighter. It's gonna be coming soon. A lot of great projects, a lot of great like different ideas coming out. Different games are coming back out. I want to get back into Jackbox again. Bring back the old crew. I've gotten the entire collection, but I've heard the 7th game was coming out. So I'm really anticipating for another Jackbox game.
Yeah,
stuff.
I want to get back to trolling you again.
Oh no, I've gotten more games ever since. I've gotten the 6-pack, I got the 5th one. So I'm kind of glad I got those games because I should name drop them. I've been in part of Verge Shadow's streams and trying to like game a little bit in the audience. Not in his actual like streams, but it meant like in the audience, and it's been fun. Recently, he celebrated 10 years. I want to congratulate him for that. Fucking 10 years this guy's been doing his like thing, so it's nice to know that he's still going strong. So it's nice. I had fun hanging out in those streams and just doing Jackbox. So hey, keep up the good work, man.
So
you
you gotta love that, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta love when your inspirations do stuff. So
Yeah, that's cool. So
yeah.
I heard another thing that's cool you were talking about to me earlier off camera. What's this thing about the round table?
Oh yes. Might as well drop that down. The Shimmer Roundtable is going to be something that's coming out soon. It's basically going to be like a casual talk of friends. It's almost like a recorded podcast. So we just basically like sit down, talk. Some of us will probably be gaming. Some of us will probably just be talking about life stuff, see how everyone's doing. It's going to be obviously like no controversial crap, no politicking or anything like that, no drama. So it's basically like a sit down conversation with everyone kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
All right.
All right.
I think that got us everything here. So
Definitely.
anyways, so go check out Ponyta Shimmer Studios when I give his channel link in the description of this video when it comes out. Until then, stay frosty, my friends, and I will see you in the next interview show. Bye-bye. Oh my god. That was That was the
You are
worst.
not Markiplier, my dude.
He's my inspiration, okay?
I know.
Peace.